Changing the face of network marketing. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to say it slower because this is the breakthrough that I've had and Sherry's had, is changing the face of network marketing. And what does that mean to us? That is not a bash on network marketing because we're in the network marketing profession. What we know after our 62, 63 years of combined experience is the majority of people are part-time. That's pretty common sense, isn't it? But they're in a full-time income model. And I'm going to say this until the day I die because it's the truth. As a consultant, and I probably would have never known this or really paid attention to it if I'd just stayed a distributor for the last 40 years. But what I did in the year 2000, 2001, we built up a big power line called the Concord Group. That thing blew up to 80,000 people in 18 months. The company started shipping product back to people or canceling people, and the merchant account got all messed up. The division shot off of that. We opened up our own power line. It was a nightmare. Then some of the leaders went in and went to another company and stole our group out from underneath us. Just a lot of stuff that kind of like rips your guts out. Stuff that people that you know, people you've even, broke bread with, had dinner with, laughed with, went on cruises with, that they were a part of that. And you heard voice recordings, you saw emails and text. So what Sherry and I did about 2000, 2001, when all that kind of blew up, it blew up in a great way, then it blew up in a bad way. And our income went from about 50, 60,000 a month now to about 1,800 a month in 90 days. Now that's an experience. We just were like, let's just not do network marketing for a while. And we had a lead generation component within that system. And I came up with a crazy idea one night. And I said, you know what, if we're not going to be network marketers, let's just sell leads to all these crazy network marketers until we can lick our wounds. And you know what? There was somebody that called me, one of the leaders that went off, when things break up like that, the way I like to describe it, which is not a great way to describe it, it's like when you turn on the light in the garage and all the cockroaches just scatter. Well, people just scattered into a dozen different companies. And everybody's trying to get everybody else in. I mean, it is war, it is Braveheart, it is gruesome. And one of the guys said, hey, there's a startup over here and I'd really, we want to fly you in, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I'm not going to fly in anywhere. We're not going to build anything. He goes, well, the owner wants to talk to you. Got to talking to the owner. He had a great product line. He knew nothing about comp plans. He knew nothing about ad copy, but he knew stuff about products. And he goes, I want to hire you as a consultant. Can you come in and help me launch this company? And I said, well, my wife and I will fly out together. I want Sherry. Sherry's the product person. I'm the marketing person. So we flew out there, met the guy, loved him, fell in love with him and his passion for his product, and we turned into consultants. We did that for like the next decade. We loved it. We loved being consultants. We hooked up with Rod Cook, with MLM Consultant, and we got a lot of gigs from Rod. Rod really blessed our lives in so many different ways that he'll never know. He knows in heaven now, but so many different ways. Rod was my mentor, and he helped us when nobody else would. But he didn't help us with money. He helped us with saying, go to Bob and he'll help you. So he threw people my way to saying, Rod said you'll help me. And I go, help you do what? We'll start our company. So I had to go to work. So I learned how to become a consultant, learned how to read genealogies from the corporate point of view. So how do you change the face of that? It's almost like it's trying to change something that's an institution that's always been doing things a certain way. And that is binaries, that's unilevels, that is stair-step breakaways, that's any kind of matrix or any kind of hybrid where you've got a binary on the front on the initial purchase and a unilevel on the back, or a unilevel on the front and a binary on the back. 32 pages of a comp plan that nobody even understands, even the people that wrote it. I've been to corporate meetings, seriously, where we had the top guy in there making like 200,000 or 300,000 a month. And I asked him, I said, well, look at your genealogy report. And he pulled it out. And I said, how did you get that $200,000 check? He goes, I don't have a clue. He goes, I don't know anything about the comp plan. Changing the face of network marketing. We're not looking to be revolutionists and change everybody. We just found a niche. And here is that niche. 95% that we have calculated, maybe even up to 98% of people that are in network marketing are part-time, which means they have other income coming in from a job, a side business that they own, and network marketing is a few $100. They're just kicking it around. They're playing around with it. It's kind of like, going playing tennis every month or so at the club. Hey, let's go play tennis. Hey, let's golf this weekend. They're not dedicated. They're not doing the things necessary to replace their income at work, nor is that their intent. Okay? Because they don't believe in the company. They don't believe in the profession enough yet. They don't believe in themselves enough yet to do that. And it's difficult to get people to have that belief level on their first gig, nonetheless their 15th gig, right? To put the blinders on, don't do anything, but when you get up at 7 until you go to bed at midnight, all you do is talk to people about how great the product is. All you do is talk about the comp plan, talk about our system, flying people in, blah, blah, blah. And you build yourself to a certain pin level and a certain income. So today's training is very simple. Our goal for us at Fleece Cafe isn't just to sell coffee and write checks. Our goal is to change the face of network marketing and how people look at it. Because there are people that look at this business profession with a bad taste in their mouth, a sour taste. They got in, they got out, they feel like they were ripped off. Feel like nobody helped them. The stack was, the gig was stacked against them, right? They got in and people didn't tell them the whole story. So here's what we decided to do. We decided as distributors and as consultants and even company owners ourselves with our lead company, we decided to sit down and write down on one yellow pad when I was in the hospital with chemo going through my veins, the pros and cons of network marketing. Because that's when we started Fleece Cafe. I don't know if you guys know that. It's when I was in the hospital. We didn't know if I was going to live or not. I was starting that so Sherry and the kids would have a legacy after I was gone. I mean, I know the lead business was going to work fine, but Sherry was like, leads? Sherry wanted to get into something that was a product that she could touch and feel and expand the product line. So it was really Sherry that inspired me to do Fleece Cafe. Felice is her grandmother's maiden name, so she named it. She came up with the product. I came up with the pay plan and all the other ideas. So we did a pros and cons. And here's some of the things that we've done. There's no starter kit, 0. There's no website fee, that's 0. There's no back office fee to check your commissions. You can believe that? They charge you to check your commissions in some companies. There's no annual renewal fee. I'm in a company which I was in, been in for 15 years and get a nice little check. And they started to enforce the annual renewal fee. And I was getting a little small $200 or $300 check, wasn't a big deal. And I noticed one month I didn't get it. And I said, did our order go through? Did you change the order? Something happened? She goes, nope. I went back there and looked and saw that we were just now a preferred customer. So I called customer service. They said, yeah, you didn't pay your $49 annual fee for your $250 check. Well, it's still a positive thing. But I just shook my head as I was giving her my credit card number and I go, annual renewal fee. And I asked her, I said, where does this money go? I go, is there any CV to it? She goes, no. I go, does it go to distributors in any way? She goes, no. Where does it go? She goes, operations. I said, operations. So it goes to the company owners, basically. The bigwigs. Maybe the top leaders get it. I don't know. So anyway, so there's no annual renewal fee. All the zeros. We call it the zero factor. How great it is, how great 0 is. Then we decided to do something that we knew. Most people never build below their 3rd level. They never do it. Now you may have if you're a leader, but Go check your downline genealogy and go find people who have sponsored one person or more. That's how you check this in your genealogy. Or you call them. And you find out how many levels deep are they. And you may be, let's say that you're 30 wide, and maybe you've got 10 people that have done something. And you'll find out there's little tiny offshoots like a root of a tree, but very, very few people. I mean, you may see one, that's some, in one line is maybe 12 or 20 deep, but everyone's just sponsored one person. They haven't sponsored below their third level, and they haven't built below their third level. Most people today in network marketing are not qualified pin level wise to earn the commissions that are underneath them. People are missing out on commissions every single day, and that's called breakage. Companies build in breakage on purpose, knowing this. So we did the 3-level compressed unilevel, 5% first level, 40% second level, 10% third level if you're at 100 CV. $99.95 is 100 CV. We decided to do dollar for dollar. What you spent wholesale is what you got paid on. A lot of people don't do that. I just got in an order from another company a guy was pitching me on, and I said, well, send me some product. I want to try it. Wanted me to grow some hair. No, it was about my cancer and neuropathy. He thought his product could help me. And so I saw in there that the order that he paid for was $163, and it was 100 BV. So he got paid on $100 of 163, or his upline did. I shake my head and I go, it doesn't have to be like that. Corporate doesn't have to do that because we understand as consultants what corporate does and doesn't need in most cases. So what we've done at Felice Cafe, we've gone dollar for dollar. Down the road, as we get bigger and as we get other products in, like our ground coffee, it's $17.10 CV. That's understandable because it's just street coffee, right? It's Southern pecan and pumpkin spice. So we have to be able to try to compete with those. But on your regular network marketing products. The other thing we did is we did something very simple. We created what we call a cafe card, where on the front, it tells you what it does. And on the back, it tells you what's in it. And it gives you the distributor information right there. He or she who passes out the most cafe cards wins. We've created a 30-day trial where you, as a cafe connector, you get 25 of these with the product attached to it, and you get 25 leads for $9.95 for 30 days. For you to do what? Pass them out everywhere you go. Hey, if I give you a sample of our coffee, will you try it? People at work, people that you know at your home, people in your neighborhood, your mom, your dad, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, all the people that you contacted before for the $500 and $1,000 kit. Say, look, if I sent you something free, would you try it? Sure. So out of those 25, we're hopeful that 10 to 15 will try it and 4 to 5 will join. That's the business. We do have bag coffee, it comes in a bag as well too. But our focus over here is the cafe cards. And the focus is leads because we have a lead company. So for us, we've made this the most simple network marketing company you're ever going to find. We have a one-page compensation plan, one page, not 16 or 32 or 64. You don't need to know, you don't have to be a mad scientist to figure it out. You don't have to, call your friends and say, hey, tell me out how to, figure this stuff out. It's very simple. 3-level fast start, 3-level unilevel, 4 generations starting on level 4 of up to 12%. Each generation has a percentage. Leadership bonus pool, top retailer pool. Very, very simple compensation plan. We've done that because we want to change the face of network marketing in our career. And we know that companies like Amway, Shackley, Herbalife, all these companies, they're not going to change. We're just a little fly. That's okay. But we know that there's going to be a group of people that are going to join our movement. And these are people that have joined other programs and spent $500 to $5,000 and never made a dime. They're out there. And so what we want to do is we're going to change the face of network marketing for them. not for the entire profession, but just for them, for people who have gotten in the business and somehow they felt that the business did them wrong. All those other companies, they're all fine. But the great thing about America is that you can be a capitalist and you can say, hey, I think I can do that better. Little old Robert Blackman from Oklahoma, who's in a wheelchair, who almost died 3 times through radiation and chemotherapy, still working on walking again. This guy, I've decided to change the face of network marketing, and I'd like you to join my movement with me and with Sherry. Not everybody's going to do it, but here's what I know. A dog with a cafe card in his mouth can build a 20 club. Puts it in his mouth, runs around, and people take it and say, what do you got there, buddy? And he runs off, and they read it and go, hey, I'm going to go inside and try this. And whoever sent the dog out is going to have their name, and they're going to call or go to a website, and they're going to buy the coffee, and they're going to start building the business. It's a healthy coffee. It works. We love it. We drink our regular coffee first every morning, and then about 11 o'clock or so, I drink our Felice Cafe coffee, or at lunchtime, it gives me that boost I need where I normally get that lull after lunch. So I drink 2 cups a day, my own coffee and my snob coffee that I call it, okay? I'm building the business. Come build the business with us. Come help us change the face of network marketing where there's no additional charges to get in. You're just paying for the product. The $9.95 30-day trial converts to $49.95 and 50 CV in 30 days unless you cancel. Very clear. 25 samples and 25 leads for $9.95. Can you believe that? Nobody else is doing it. We lose money on that. And we're willing to do that because we understand the people that join our movement will do what? They'll go out and they'll spread the good news. Hey, if I gave you a sample of our coffee, would you try it? No, I don't drink coffee. Well, that's okay. Does anybody in your family drink coffee? Anybody at work drink coffee? Hey, guess what? You don't have to even be on auto ship. Your customers' orders can count towards your monthly qualification to earn a commission. So if you don't like coffee or you drink our coffee and you spit it up, you hate it, that's fine. There's other people who are going to like it. You don't need to be on auto ship ever. Just make sure you have enough customers front line to you that help you qualify for 25, 50, or 100 CV. And when you join, we train you more on that. It's a very simple concept. Come join our movement to change the face of network marketing in this niche that we have found that's real and it's there, and start making more money with less people in our program, and let us teach you how. Thanks a lot, and I hope you've enjoyed this and it's been educational for you.